Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 941st Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I put onto YouTube. Just to say, it is the 1st of January 2025, and I'd like to wish you all a really happy new year. And I hope that this year is a great year for you and your families, and let's hope we get a lot of great Rome Total War battles in as well. Okay, so for this 1st of January 2025 battle, I wanted to select a good, worthy, memorable battle, and I hope with this battle that I've actually done that. Okay, so you'll see this is fought on one of our popular custom maps. This is a map that everybody seems to like. You'll see you've got the big open plains where you can fight out in the open if you want. We've got this rock in the center, and if you notice by the rock, the ground is a little bit higher there, so you can get a little bit of an advantage if you set your troops up in this area here. Okay, and also you've got the woods here as well. You can see lots of woods, so if you want to bring barbarian troops for the woods bonus, you can, or if you want to hide your troops in the woods and spring those nasty ambushes, you can do that as well. So this map's got a bit of everything really, and that's why I think it's so popular with RTW players. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Fesen. Now Fesen just got 10 infantry, 6 archers and 4 cavalry. Okay, quick look at the upgrades on his infantry, and oh my gosh, 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. How rare is that on a 31k battlefield to see 8 upgrades on infantry? I would suggest that would be very rare there, which tells me his cavalry's probably just got an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. Okay, and with his 6 archers there as well, he's got a lot of firepower. So that will be a tried and tested Fesen army. Be interested to see how he uses it during the course of the battle. Okay, our next teammate is RTW player Lando. Now Lando's just got 8 infantry, 6 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, and if we have a quick look at the upgrades on his infantry, you'll see he's got 7 upgrades on his infantry, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. If I remember correctly, I think he's got mixed upgrades through his infantry. I think some of his infantry units have just got gold shield, gold attack on. There you go, you can see that as well. So he's got mixed upgrades through his 8 infantry. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry, and you'll see he's got 7 upgrades, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack, and along with his 6 archers there, he's got a lot of firepower, the same as Fesen. So that would be a tried and tested army there. Just look at the upgrades on his archers there. Oh my gosh, 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So make no mistake, his archers are going to be very serious there during the course of the battle. So that's an interesting Lando army there. Okay, our next teammate is someone who's called himself OTD Chimrazig, but is in fact Scorpion King SR. Now he's got 6 archers, 13 infantry, and an old school armored cavalry general. Okay, if you have a look here, you'll see he's also got 8 upgrades on his infantry, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. I think he's got, if I remember correctly, I think he's got mixed upgrades on his infantry as well. You'll see that, of course, most of his army is hiding in the woods there. Okay, and our last teammate is myself. Spartan Commander's got a very old Carthage army. Get ready for this: 16 Sacred Band spearmen and 3 slingers. Yep, 16 Sacred Band spearmen there. So there's our team. It should be a cracker for you to watch. And here is the other team. We have Brotherhood member Earth, who has bought the Parthian faction. Now Earth has got 6 foot archers, 2 horse archers, 8 cavalry and 4 peasants. Okay, remember that Parthia's infantry is so bad, that's why we give them a 10 cav max. If you look at his archers here, you'll see that they are fully upgraded, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. But these archers, if you notice, wear no armor, so their defense is poor, and they're only mid-range archers. Well, actually, to be honest with you, the Parthian foot archers are pretty poor really, but he's fully upgraded them, so he's going to get the most out of them that he can there. Okay, and then we see he's got a couple of horse archery units there. Now, these guys are fast moving. They can form a Cantabrian circle, which makes them very difficult to kill for foot archers, and they can be a real nuisance to enemy troops. But of course, the real strength of Parthia are their heavy cataphracts. Oh my gosh, count the upgrades here. 9 upgrades, fully upgraded cataphracts. That gives them something like, I think it's like a 30 defense, something like that. And remember, we call these guys the tanks of the ancient world because they're armored from head to toe. And just to say, as I said earlier, the Parthian infantry is so bad that people rarely brought Parthia to the 31k battlefield. So we've given Parthia a 10 cavalry max. So that to encourage more people to bring Parthia there. And as I say, you've got his peasants there as well. So it'd be interesting to see how Earth uses Parthia during the course of the battle. Their next teammate is Brotherhood member Aurelius with his faction of choice, Greek cities. He's got 12 Spartans, 3 archers, and I think it's 3 cavalry as well. We have a look at his cavalry over here. I think it's usually fast, light moving cavalry. There you are. Yeah, they're light cavalry, fast moving there. So he can move them around the battlefield, attacking archers and other targets that he wants to hit with those cavalry there. And they were unusual to see a Greek city's cavalry general there. I notice he's got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his armoured cavalry general there. So that would be a tried and tested Aurelius army. And as I said, don't forget, that is his faction of choice. Okay. Our next teammate is someone called Bartek Seaman. Now, to my knowledge, I think this might be the first time he's come into one of our battles. I don't know much about him. I understand that he's a very keen RTW player and that he is new to RTW, and that I understand he plays a lot of 1v1s. Well, 1v1s are great for practice and things like that, but playing 1v1, you kind of don't learn team tactics. Do you know what I mean? If you play a lot of 1v1s, when you do go into a team battle, you haven't kind of got that teamwork experience, if you see what I mean. So it'd be interesting to see how he uses his army during the course of the battle. He's got 10 infantry, 4 archers and 6 cavalry. If you notice there, he's got an eagle unit within his infantry as well, a morale boosting eagle unit, so that's good. That's pretty good to see there. Nice battle formation as well there, with his archers protected there, and his cavalry of course will be hiding in the woods somewhere. Not sure where his cavalry is, but as I say, as far as I'm aware, this is the first time he's been in one of our battles, so it'd be interesting to see how well he does during the course of the battle. Their last teammate is Royer 35, and he's got 10 pikes, 6 archers and 4 cavalry. Okay, quick look at the upgrades on his pikes. You'll see he's just got 7 upgrades, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his Macedonian royal pikeman there. Okay, then he's got his 6 Cretan archers there. Remember, the Cretan archers are elite archers there. And then he's got his 6 cavalry there, gold shield, gold attack. Remember, these companion cavalry are sometimes called the winged horsemen, and they've also got a massive 9 charge bonus. Now, Praetorian cavalry, Roman Praetorian cavalry have only got a 6 charge bonus. These guys have got a 9 charge bonus, and as I say, they're sometimes called the winged horsemen there. So it's quite a diverse team that we're actually going up against here. If you look, you'll see that they've got Parthia. They've got Macedon, Rome, Greek cities and Parthia there. So it is quite a diverse team that we're fighting. Okay, at this stage of the battle, I thought I'd show you my very old school, old-fashioned Carthage battle formation here. This is what we call the 3-stack formation. Okay, can you see why they call it the 3-stack formation? Because we've got the Carthaginians there stacked in 3 lines. So we call that the 3-stack formation. Very old battle formation this is, but you know that I like bringing old battle formations and old armies onto the modern-day battlefield just to see how well they work. So it'll be interesting to see how well this army does in 2025. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle, you'll see that Scorpion King is laying his credentials on the table straight away. Very aggressive, very attacking, as always. And you can see that Scorpion King is moving his Scipii army towards Aurelius' Greek city's army. Also, I'd like you to notice here, can you see that Earth is moving his Parthian troops around our flank here? You see he's moving his archers and his horse archers around our left flank there. Good tactical move there by Earth. We know Earth's a very good tactical player. And as I say, we also know that Scorpion King's one of the most aggressive attacking players in the game. You'll see here that Bartek has taken up a defensive position by the side of the rock there. Okay, just pause the game for a second. So there you can see he's taking advantage of the slightly higher ground by the rock, and also placing his troops in the woods there as well. Remember that trees tend to diminish the charge bonus of attacking troops. Okay, obviously if troops are running into trees, then their charge bonus will be decreased. So he's got quite a good defensive position there by the side of the rock. You'll see here that Lando and Fesen are moving up into the over here towards our left flank there. And you'll see that I'm moving my Carthage army over towards Scorpion King. You'll see there's a lot of archer fire going on there between the Parthian archers and Scorpion King's archers there. Pause the game for a second. There you are, you can see those fully upgraded Parthian foot archers there being guarded by those fully upgraded cataphracts there of earths. So a lot of archer exchange, a lot of arrow exchange going on there between Scorpion King and the Parthian archers there. You can see here that Aurelius has set his Greek cities army up, as we saw earlier, in a good position there, taking advantage of the slightly higher ground by the side of the rock. As I say, the rock here gives you that slight higher ground advantage there, and that's why Aurelius has taken up position there. This is a nice move by Scorpion King. Can you see he's moving his old school armoured cavalry general, fast moving armoured cavalry general there around, trying to get to the enemy archers there, and you can see that Aurelius there is chasing him with his armoured cavalry general, but Aurelius will pull that general back there, of course, obviously, as Scorpion King's cavalry reaches his infantry there. Okay, so let's just pause the game for a second here. Now over here, as I say, you can see Bartek has taken up this defensive position here by the side of the rock, but you'll see here that Royer has moved over from their left flank there over towards his allies. Can you see? It looks like he's going to move his Macedonian troops over towards the Greek cities and Parthian allies there. Okay. But back over here, you'll see that Earth is moving his cataphracts there into the woods. He's probably looking to take out our archers and my slingers there with those cataphracts. We need to move our archers and slingers out the way there of those cataphracts there, move them towards our own cavalry, and of course our own cavalry will cover our archers and slingers there. You can see Fesen has actually got up here now with his army. Okay, now just to give you a bit of a heads up on this, we were thinking about attacking Bartek there. Okay, the 3 Roman armies, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Here you can see, say, the Parthian cataphracts being moved around very tactically and strategically by Earth here, looking to take our archers and slingers out. I think we were, if I remember correctly, we were a little bit slow at getting cavalry support over to help the slingers and archers, if I remember correctly. Right, okay, so you can see here that the enemy team have kind of formed up, or 3 of them have formed up on our left flank, the Macedonians, the Greek cities, and the Parthians. Okay, but if you notice here, Bartek is still staying in this position. And what I was talking to you about earlier, about, you know, if you play a lot of 1v1s, you kind of don't learn about team tactics, do you? And all you have to do in 1v1s, obviously, is just look after yourself, don't you? You know, you don't, as I say, you don't learn team tactics. And here, if you see, Bartek's just staying in this position when he could easily now move his army, you know, back out behind the rock. Okay, he can move all his army back out round the rock easily now and join up with his allies, which is the real strength of his team. Obviously, you know, the Parthians, the Greek cities, and the Macedonians are the strength of the team, and if he moves his Roman troops around there, he adds even more strength. But of course, playing a lot, as I say, playing a lot of 1v1s is good practice for Rome Total War, but you don't learn team tactics, and all you do is look after yourself. Now, at the moment, what we're thinking about doing, to be honest with you, give you a heads up, all 3 Roman armies of our team are looking to hit Bartek to take him out. Okay, just to give you a heads up on that, Scorpion King, Lando, and Fesen here. This is what we were talking about. Team talk is to take out Bartek there. Okay, So he's going to be hit by 3 Roman armies because he's isolated. Do you see what I mean? Can you see how isolated he is? As I say, I don't know much about the player. He's never been in one of our battles before, as far as I'm aware. But you can see that he's kind of, you know, a little bit isolated there. And we will be trying to make the most of that. Okay, just to give you a heads up on that. Okay, but meanwhile over here you can see that Earth's moving his cataphracts around very well here, attacking our archers and my slingers there. Nice tactical move. He's moved his fully upgraded archers forward, so they've got better range there, can do more damage to our troops. As I say, here you can see Fesen and Lando there have moved their cavalry over now to kind of counter the threat of those Parthian cavalry. Okay, and as I say, you can see Scorpion King has moved his infantry back from the first position he took in front of the Greek cities. But here, look, can you see that Scorpion King is using his fast armoured cavalry general here to take out these fully upgraded Parthian archers there. And if you notice, the enemy team, I don't think, have noticed that Scorpion King's armoured cavalry general is taking out their archers. Can you see? Because I'm pretty sure if they'd have noticed, they would have sent cavalry over now to try and counter Scorpion King's armoured cavalry general. So Scorpion King, I'm thinking here, is going to get some pretty good kills, because he looks to me like he's going to take out all these Parthian archers here, plus the peasants as well. So yeah, so well done Scorpion King there with his fast armoured cavalry general, old school as it is. Okay, so let's just pause the game for a second here. Okay, so here you'll see Scorpion King here, and Lando and Fesen. And as I say, the team talk at the moment is we're going to hit Bartek there, because as you can see, he's very isolated. And I'm going to use my Carthaginian army as a blocking force. Okay, I'm going to be a blocker, and I'm going to try and stop the Greek cities and Macedon from getting over to their Julii ally. Just to give you, as I say, I'm just giving you a heads up on this. I'm just giving you an idea of our battle plan here. So my Carthaginian army is going to try and hold up the Spartans and the Macedonians while my 3 allies attack Bartek. Okay, now as I say, Bartek is in quite a good position there. The woods will decrease the attacking troops' charge bonus, but also he's got his cavalry hiding in the woods, and I hope Fesen is aware that there could be cavalry hiding in the woods there, or you're going to get hit in the rear. Okay, but as I say, I'm going to move, you'll see I'm going to move my Carthaginian army over, and as I say, I'm going to be the blocker, just going to try and hold the Greek cities and the Macedonians up from getting over to their Julii ally. Here you can see Lando charging forward with his infantry there. There'll be a lot of pilot exchanging going on, but as I say, you can see Bartek there upon the slightly higher ground by the rock, so of course he'll get this down slope advantage there. His pilots would do more damage and travel further. Right, did you see that Julii cavalry was hiding in the woods, and it's just come out of hiding there? Remember, if you're hiding troops, the moment you move them, they become visible. Okay, now that's 3 of his cavalry. I know he's got another 3 somewhere. You can see he's got 7 upgrades on his cavalry, which is pretty good upgrades there. He may well look to smash into Fesen's rear. As I say, I hope Fesen is aware of what's going on there. And also, can you see the companion Macedonian cavalry with their 9 charge bonus? Look, you can see Fesen is downhill as well there. So, as I say, that Macedonian cavalry with their 9 charge bonus will also have the downhill advantage. Oh my gosh. And over here, you can see that the Julii cavalry are now attacking Fesen's cavalry there. That's going to be an interesting tussle there. Bartek's Julii cavalry are charging into Fesen's cavalry there. As I say, that was a nice ambush tactic there by Bartek. And here you can see that companion cavalry and the Macedonians could join in as well. And as I say, Fesen's army is fighting a kind of up the slope there, as well as Lando coming in. Now you'll also see that Scorpion King has brought his army over as well. So as I say, the 3 Roman armies of our team are looking to take out Bartek. Okay, that's what they're looking to do there. And as I say, with my Carthaginian army, I'm going to be a blocker to try and stop the Greek cities and the Macedonians getting over there as well. As I say, you see Scorpion King now has moved his army over there. So as I say, watch out for my positioning of my Carthaginian army to try and block the Macedonians and Greek cities getting over to their allies. Okay. But you can see we're putting a heck of a lot of pressure on Bartek's position there. His units are just cracking under the sheer number of attacks. Oh my gosh. Okay, so over here you can see that Fesen has now lost all his cavalry. Okay, all of Fesen's cavalry has now been taken out by a combination of enemy Julii and Macedonian cavalry there. Okay, now they may look to smash into the rear of Fesen's infantry. As I say, I hope Fesen is aware of this, and that he will take countermeasures there to try and counter any cavalry charge going into his rear. But as I say, what he wants to do is still attack Bartek if he can, but as I say, he needs to be aware of the cavalry in behind him. Okay, but you can see Lando here and Scorpion King are both like kind of overrunning Bartek's position there by sheer weight of number. Okay, so as I say, Bartek got isolated, and it looks to me like his army is possibly going to get taken out now because of that isolation. As I say, playing 1v1s is good for practice, but obviously playing 1v1, you just have to look after yourself and you don't learn team tactics. Okay, so as I say, here you can see I'm positioning my Carthaginians here to face both the Greek cities and the Macedonians. Now remember, this old Carthage army of mine has got that old-fashioned, old-school 3-stack system battle formation there, as you can see. And my Carthaginians have got good upgrades as well. Right, now here comes the Parthian cavalry. Okay, now remember, they're fully upgraded, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, and he's getting in behind us here. Going to attack these 3 Scipii units, their infantry units of Scorpion King there, like a bang as they smash in there. Oh my gosh, and they're going in again like a bang as they smash into the other 2. Right, so they've routed the 1 unit of Scorpion Kings, and they're looking to take out the other 2 units as well. So those Parthian cavalry are now in behind my Carthaginians. Okay, those fully upgraded cataphracts are in behind my Carthaginians. I've got Greek cities heading towards me, and I've got Macedonians heading towards me. Okay, so I could be hit by 3 enemy armies here, but I'm trying, as I say, to be the blocker, holding the enemy team up as much as I can to allow my allies to take out Bartek's Julii army. But those cataphracts could be pretty dangerous there. Could be a massive hammer and anvil attack. The Macedonians and the Greek cities being the anvil, and those fully upgraded cataphracts being the hammer there. So I need to be careful there. But you can see my allies here have basically taken out all of Bartek's Julii infantry there. So well done, the team battle plan has come together there. But Bartek's cavalry is still alive and kicking and doing a lot of damage there. And as I say, they're working in combination with their Macedonian companion cavalry ally there. So a lot of enemy cavalry there. But as I say, our basic team plan of taking out Bartek's infantry has now worked. And as I say, now my Carthaginians there could be in a little bit of trouble unless my allies hurry up and get over to me. That's bad news for us. One of our Scipii allies just lost his general there. Right, so you can see here that both the Macedonians and the Greek cities are looking to attack my battle formation, okay? But I'm not going to be passive. I'm not just going to stand there and let them attack me. What I'm going to do is I am going to counter their aggression with aggression of my own, and I am going to charge my Carthaginians into the enemy troops there. I'm not, as I say, I'm not going to stand there and be passive and just take the attack. I'm going to counter-attack them, and I'm going to have to watch out that they don't come around my flanks there. I'm going to have to keep units back to counter any flanks attack. But just make no mistake here, I am going to be very aggressive with my Carthaginians, and I am going to attack both the Macedonians and the Greek cities there. Okay, this is a nice move here by Bartek, taking out Fesen's archers. So I'm guessing Bartek's going to get some good kills here by killing all those archer units. There, nice little move there by Bartek with his Julii cavalry, taking out, as I say, Fesen's archers. But you can see here that the vast majority of Bartek's infantry has now been taken out. He's got a couple of battle damage units left there, but the majority have now been taken out. Okay, but as I say, you can see both the Macedonians and the Greek cities attacking my Carthaginians there. But as I say, I'm going to match fire with fire, if you like, and I'm going to counter-attack with my my Carthaginians there. Can you see how I'm pushing my Carthaginians into those Spartans there very, very aggressively there. You can see the Macedonians moving in on me now, so now I'm going to counter their attack with an attack of my own there. So you can see my Carthaginians now being attacked by both Macedon and the Greek cities. You can see my Scipii allies have got in behind me there. But there you are, you can see those Spartan units facing the Scipii there. But as I say, the enemy have got a lot of cavalry. I think we are going to be out-cavalried in this game, and that could, just to give you a heads up on that, that could prove pivotal towards the end of the battle. Okay, but here you can see, I say, a lot of cavalry there ready to charge in. You've got the Macedonian companion cavalry there with their 9 charge bonus. And remember, those cataphracts, those Parthian cataphracts have also got a 9 charge bonus as well. And remember, that charge bonus is the impact and penetration that they can do. So, let's say, a lot of powerful enemy cavalry here that could be a bit of a problem to us. But as I say, you can see my Carthaginians now attacking in lots of different directions. They're trying to counter enemy troops coming around my flank. There you are, you can see there some fierce fighting going on there. But remember, that old Carthage army of mine, those units are all very well upgraded. And when it comes to the big 121 man units like the Macedonian units there, Carthage can punch above its weight with the specifications that they've got there. So as I say, you can see my Scipii allies starting to get a bit closer to my troops there. But there you go, and this is a nice move by Lando here. You'll see he's brought his cavalry round behind the rock. Nice tactical move there by Lando. Brought his cavalry in behind the rock there and going to smash into enemy archers. So I'm thinking here Lando's going to get some good kills. If he takes out all those archers there, I think Lando's going to get some good kills in this battle. So well done to him, and taking out the those archers that have been shooting into us all through the battle here. But as I say, you can see my Carthaginians there hard pressed there against the Spartans with their 2 hit points, and those big Macedonian pikes as well attacking me. So I'm glad my Scipii allies are behind me now to help a bit there, but always a bit of a worry there with all those pikes and spears coming in on me. And here, as I say, Bartek's cavalry, is he going to smash into the flank of my engaged Carthaginians there? It looks like he's going to do that. Look, get ready for this. Bang! As he smashes in there. He didn't go in with all his cavalry there, though, did he? Did you notice that? He didn't do a massive charge that could have routed my my army there. Could you see that? He's just kind of like sent in a few units there. As I say, it could have been a big hammer and anvil attack, but those Macedonian pikes are pushing in, the Greek cities are pushing in, and the Julii cavalry are attacking me as well. So as I say, I've got units out there attacking that Macedonian general, but those cataphracts there could charge into those units. So you can see my Carthage army here is under a lot of pressure there by all those enemy troops. And as I say, those cataphracts could charge in at any time. And there you are, you can see my allies' blue Scipii troops there in behind me. Oh, that's good news for us. The Greek city's general's just been killed, so that's going to take the general morale bonus away. See those cataphracts smashing into the rear of my engaged Carthage sacred band units there. So I'm fighting Macedon at the front and getting smashed in the rear by those cataphracts, but still those two Carthaginian units managed to hold there. So I'm very pleased about that. I think looking at the battle replay, I'm surprised my Scipii allies haven't come over to help engage yet. I don't know what all of you are thinking. Can you see my Carthaginians now? Look, he fought down, what, to the last 2 men there, last man there, look. That unit there, that Carthaginian unit fought down to the last man before it routed. So, but you can see my units are starting to crack now under the pressure of all those enemy troops pushing in on me. And this Julii cavalry here could smash into the rear of me as well. I got Spartans coming in behind me, and as I say here, you can see those Parthian cataphracts there could smash in to our allies' Scipii troops there. Can you see there? It looks like Scorpion King's going to try and get his infantry in behind the enemy troops, possibly. And here you can see Scorpion King's got another line of his troops there as well. And there's lots of enemy cavalry. As I say, the enemy cavalry are locked and loaded, ready to charge in the first chance they get. But as I say here, this heavy Julii cavalry could smash into the rear of my engaged Carthaginians there. I don't know if that's what he's going to do. But imagine that, if he smashed in there, it could cause a mass rout possibly, couldn't he? You can see him charging up there now, looking to possibly smash, or he's already taken out one of my units on impact, looking to smash into the rear, the rest of my troops there, possibly. Make no mistake, my troops have been fighting for a long time now. They'll be battle depleted. They'll be tired. Looking at that, bang! As that Julii cavalry is smashing into the rear of my units. Can you see here now? That was a hammer and anvil attack. The Macedonians and the Spartans being the anvil, and that Julii cavalry being the hammer there. And you can see my units, as I say, are starting to crack now under the pressure. So things not looking very good for my army there. Just look at that cavalry pressing in.
This general is the perfect enemy.
Oh, well, that's good news for us. Looks like the Macedonian general's just been taken out. There you are. You can see the Macedonian general's been routed. So that's taken away the morale bonus from the Macedonians there. And as I say, you can see some of my units are already starting to kind of rout and break now, as those enemy troops are pushing in. Right, you can see my Scipii allies are now moving forward to help me a little bit here against the enemy troops coming in on me there. And that Julii cavalry of Bartek looks still smashing in to our troops. There, a nice little hit by him there. Let's say Bartek and that companion cavalry there's all ready to strike. I think they're just looking for the right target. But you can see a lot of the Macedonian pike units have now been routed. And over here you'll see that Lando's bringing his cavalry round here to try and counter the Parthian cavalry there. So well done to Lando, getting in behind the enemy troops. Could smash into the rear of them there. That would be a great move for us. You've got all the archers here of Royers there. And they would be a good target, I'd have thought, for Lando's cavalry to smash in there. And I would think if Lando does that, he's going to get some great kills there. But as I say, you can see Fesen's infantry there, and Scorpion King's infantry, and Lando's infantry now coming into the fray. But as I say, the enemy, to me, from what I can see, have definitely got a cavalry advantage at this time, possibly. Okay, but you can see those Spartan units of Aurelius still fighting there. And there goes Lando's cavalry. As I say, those archers of Royers there would be a good target for his cavalry. Stop them shooting into us there. You can see the companion cavalry coming over there to help their archers. And it's a nice move here by Lando, bringing his cavalry and infantry into the fray there to chase off that companion cavalry. Okay, so over here now in the main area, you can see our troops are starting to form up. It wouldn't surprise me if Lando took his troops back in to the centre there to form up with Scorpion King, Fesens and myself there. Okay, so as you can see, I think our team's done quite well. We've taken out a lot of enemy infantry there. But you can see that they have got a cavalry advantage on us here. You can see some cavalry charging in. If Lando's not careful, his infantry could get caught out there. And there's a lot of enemy cavalry there, so it wouldn't surprise me if Lando could see the danger they are and is moving his troops back over towards his allies there, as all that enemy cavalry is moving towards him. And don't forget, these archers here will be shooting arrows into him as well as he's moving back. But you can see here, as I say, the enemy definitely got a cavalry advantage, but you can see that we're kind of forming up a little bit there. Right, pause the game for a second there. So that's the entirety of our army. We haven't got much cavalry left. I think Lando's still got a little bit of cavalry left there, but he's engaging with the Parthians there. over on this flank. But as I say, you can see that the enemy have definitely got a cavalry advantage there, and they will be looking to strike, you know, into weak targets that they can see, maybe individual infantry units that they might be able to hit. See the cataphracts charging in there like a bang as they smash into, I think it's Lando's army there. See the cataphracts there attacking. And there comes a cataphract in from the other direction as well. Look, going to smash into him as well. And bang as he smashes in there. And here comes a companion cavalry as well with their 9 charge bonus, going to charge in there as well. And bang as they smash in there as well. You can see Lando bringing what's left of his cavalry into the fray as well there. Oh my gosh, that is some kind of cavalry hit on Lando's infantry there. Oh my gosh, just look at all that cavalry there. You can see we brought over more infantry. You can see I'm going to throw my Carthaginians into the fray as well. Oh my gosh, you can see a lot of their cavalry has now been routed there. Those horse archers will be still shooting into us there. But as I say, you can see that we've kind of got the infantry advantage there. But they've got the, as you can see, that they've got the cavalry advantage there. So as I say, we formed up there, and that's where we're going to try and make a bit of a defensive formation. It's no good trying to chase cavalry with infantry, because obviously the cavalry can outrun the infantry, and then they just turn and take out individual infantry units. So we need to form up a bit of a defensive formation there. Now, as I say, you can see a lot of cavalry here. You can see Fesen's infantry. His units are basically, if you notice, they're almost fully intact. So that's good news for us. Whereas I think Lando and Scorpion King have been very aggressive, and their units are very battle damaged, very battle depleted. So, as I say, Fesen's infantry there being, you know, a lot of his infantry units seem to be almost full. So that's good news for us, bearing in mind that the enemy cavalry that is surrounding us and hiding in the woods has been a bit battle depleted. So good job that we got Fesen's infantry there. Right, now here's something I want to show you. Can you see at this stage of the battle, Fesen has decided, get ready for this, to admit defeat. Okay, so our ally Fesen now has just admitted defeat. Now I remember at this stage my eyebrow raised a little bit for a few seconds, and then my eyebrow came down. But Lando and Scorpion King were not very happy about this. Now Fesen said he's routed his army because he wanted to make the battle interesting. Okay, he's routed his army because he said that the enemy have only got a few cavalry left. So Fesen decided to admit defeat, rout his army, and just leave what we've got left here now to fight the enemy cavalry. As I say, I think Lando and Scorpion King were, shall I say, surprised at that decision there. But there you are, you can see, and also you'll see the effect of his army routing. Can you see that? Unhappy to see friends rout him. Okay, so Scorpion King and Lando's troops are unhappy to see friends routing, okay? So that's lowering their morale. So by Fesen admitting defeat and his routing troops running through Lando and Scorpion King's infantry, he's lowering the morale of their troops as well. Okay, so as I say, this was, shall we say, an unusual decision by Fesen to admit defeat at this stage of the battle, but he said that he did it so it would make the battle more interesting. Okay, so here you'll see that Fesen's routing infantry will be a good target for enemy troops to attack, enemy cavalry to attack, because a lot of players in Rome Total War like to get high kills, like to get really good kills. Well, obviously you don't need to attack Fesen's troops because his troops are routing. They're not going to rally. They've been admitted defeat, so they're just going to rout. But of course, the enemy troops will charge in there because they want the high kills at the end of the battle. So you'll see both Bartek and I think the companion cavalry of Royer are charging in, killing Fesen's routing infantry there just to get high kills. So that's something that they a lot of players do. They like to get high kills in the battles. So fair enough. If that's what you like to do, that's great. But as I say, there you can see them attacking Fesen's routing infantry. They're killing them, so they'll get some very high kills there. So as I say, that's what people like to do in the game, like to get high kills. So that's great. Now here you can see my Carthaginians here. Now remember that my Carthage troops are anti-cavalry. Okay, so the enemy troops that are left are mostly cavalry, so they won't want to get anywhere near my my anti-cavalry spearmen. Okay, you can see that bang as that cavalry charges into those Scipio troops. Bang again, trying to take those Scipio troops out there. And over here you can see I've moved my Carthaginians out to help a couple of my allies there, but you can see here that the enemy are smashing in to individual or 2 or 3 of our troops that are out in the open there. So that's why we need to kind of centralize our troops here to try and you know, kind of build up a defensive formation against the enemy cavalry. Any infantry units that are out from that defensive formation will be fair game for enemy cavalry there. Okay, you can see the Parthian cavalry there moving around, looking to hit us there if they can. And the other enemy cavalry are hiding in the woods at the moment. There's archers there, enemy archers as well, that they can alt attack if they want to charge in as well. So make no mistake, there's enemy hiding in the woods. Now my Carthaginian army, what I'm going to do there, I'm going to try and micromanage a bit of a battle formation there, that I can then move units in any direction there. So that's what I'm looking to do. Whichever direction the cavalry, enemy cavalry come in, I'm going to be able to move units to try and counter the cavalry hits that the enemy troops are looking to do. Pause again for a second. So here you'll see that I've got my units here. They're not in tight formation, and that's because I can then move units in any direction that I want to try and counter, as I say, any cavalry attacks coming in there. So there you are, you can see that, and you can see my Scipii allies close to my spearmen as well. But as I say, since Fesen admitted defeat there, he has certainly made it more of a challenge for us now to try and go on to win the battle there. And once again, you can see Lando being very, very aggressive, attacking those archers that are getting close to us. But he may well need, you know, can you see that we're now, Scorpion King and myself, are now moving our troops over there to try and cover his troops for any cavalry attack that comes in on us there. Okay, but make no mistake there, the enemy will be looking to charge in soon, I think. And we need to be ready for that. You can see Scorpion King's gone out with a few of his infantry there, but it wouldn't surprise me if he pulled back. And you can see Lando and Scorpion King now moving towards the enemy troops. You can see that cavalry charging in there, that Juliot cavalry charging in there, a bang, as Bartek's cavalry smashes in there. Right, you can see the enemy cavalry and the archers being auto-attack coming in like a bang, bang there as that cavalry smashes into us. And you can see that all that cavalry charging in, even the Greek cities' light cavalry units are smashing into us as well. All that charge bonus coming into our troops, look, but we're still managing to hold, and my Carthaginians there will have their spears down trying to repel all those cavalry coming in there. And that's it, we've just killed the Parthian general as well. So it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle there. So yeah, so well done to the team there, managed to turn things around a little bit there. And it was quite a reasonably spread out battle. If you remember over here, this is where Bartek's infantry had set up there, and he was attacked by our 3 allies' armies there. You can see the dead in the long grass there. Over here you can see, so where Fesen's cavalry were attacked, I believe, there. As we move up, through this area. You can see a lot of dead there as we move across the battlefield there. That looks like a line of Macedonian dead there, doesn't it? That looks like dead Macedonians there. You can see there's been some cavalry strike there as we move across here. As I say, this is all long grass, so you don't see the dead bodies that clearly. The red cloaked Spartans, though, they always stick out on the battlefield, as we've talked about many times before. And over here you can see lots of dead. A lot of dead cavalry there, as you can see there. And you can see how intense the fighting was there. So lots of dead there as well. So as I say, it's quite a spread out battlefield. Everywhere you look, there seems to be dead bodies there. But that's all the troops that we've got left. I think I was quite pleased with the number of troops I had still left in units, if I remember correctly. There, yeah. Oh, only 7. Was it only 7 in the general unit there? 56 in that unit. 26. So I was quite pleased in general with the numbers I've still got in the units that I've got left there, really. They you know, not too bad, bearing in mind they were fighting for a long time. So pleased with that. And as I say, Scorpion King and Lando very, very aggressive there all the way through the battle. Okay, the first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game. I thought everybody played well. And as you can see, it was a close victory. That's what I wanted for our first battle of 2025. A close, I hope, memorable battle for our first battle of the new year. Highest kills in the game goes to a Brotherhood member, Lando. 1,927 kills. So well done to Lando there. Now, bearing in mind, he only started with 8 infantry. I think that's really good. So well done to Royer. Got some good kills with Macedon. Really well done. Well done to Bartek. Look at the kills that he got. So really well done to Bartek there. Well done to Aurelius. Got some good kills with Greek cities. And well done to Earth. Got some great kills with Parthia there. So well done to that team there. Played really well. Really well played. And my kills, yeah. Nearly 1,700 kills, so quite pleased with that, really. Bearing in mind I was quite defensive. Well done to Scorpion King there, got some great kills as well, very aggressive as usual. As I say, well done to Lando, highest kills in the game. Fesen would be a bit disappointed, he got less than 1,000 kills, but he did admit defeat, didn't he? So I suppose that could be the reason why he didn't get any more kills than that. Faction advantage, now they had Macedon, Rome, Greek cities and Parthia. Okay. And we had Carthage and 3 Rome. So to be honest with you, I think our team did have faction advantage there. So well done to the other team for making it a close battle. Bearing in mind we did have faction advantage. So really well played. So anyway, I'd just like to say I hope you enjoyed the first game of 2025. I hope this battle was a good, memorable one to remember for the first one of 2025. And as I say, we're always reaching out to ex-RTW players. Maybe some ex-RTW players could have New Year's resolutions of playing Rome Total War again. Hey, it would be good to see all the ex-players come onto Rome Total War for 2025. Okay, Spartan Commander saying, hope to see you soon on Rome Total War. Look forward to seeing you soon, and bye for now.